Yo, 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 yo ho. I'm a pirate this stream, I guess. Yo, not even gonna lie. The new Dead by Daylight killer is hella icky. I'm gonna be real for a second. He's hella icky. Look, wait, here, I'll show you. Where are you? He's hella icky. Gross. Gross, man. Gross, my man. Looks like Maleficent. He's got this like pretty coat. I mean, I think it's a he, I don't know. No, yeah, it's gotta be. What the hell, man? What even? What are you? Okay, so Malignant. I watched that today. I watched Malignant today, and I'm playing as Ghostface because Gabriel just looks like Ghostface. Sorry, I gotta read these really quick. Blocked by the blah blah blah. Locks potential. Oh, that's probably good. That one's probably good. I'm gonna start leveling Ghostface because, I mean, I already said I think Gabriel looks like Ghostface. Yo, just like, what did I watch? What was that movie? Okay. I will say a few things really quick before we get into spoilers. Malignant was hello bells. I am assuming everyone entering this stream is consenting to having Malignant spoil. I warned you. I warned you all. Okay, keep leveling the blood web. No, so just like, Malignant was not scary. I did not find Malignant scary. Malignant was two things, hilarious and disgusting. So if that's what you're in it for, watch it. I feel like if it didn't have quite so much of what really, like, what really grossed me out in it, then like I would probably love the movie if it were advertised more accurately. When I say, okay, like, I'm trying to think of what else I can say before we get into spoilers. Because I can't, I might just have to get into spoilers because I don't know what else there is to cover. What is there to talk about? What can I say without spoiling shit? Oh, I guess I could say that. No, like that scene, I thought that was so freaky and pretty cool in the trailer. That scene from the trailer where Gabriel like walks backwards, like crawls backwards into a hole in the wall. They used that in the trailer and it had like no music behind it. It happened, it like cut to it and then cut away. Like that was just like a weird creepy thing that he did. But in the movie, that was part of a chase scene. And I'm like, what? What? You took all the scariness away from this because it's like, what? It was supposed to be freaky because it was so fast and it didn't need to be. It was fast because he was running away. Okay, I think I've technically accidentally gone into spoilers, so I'll just start talking about spoilers now. So hey, Malignant. I don't care about Malignant spoilers. I was never gonna watch it anyway. That's valid. I watched it because it looked cool. It looked cool and surreal. And it was like... It wasn't really either of those things. It was kind of cool. There were some things about it that were cool. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, boyo. You're mine. I'm getting you. Get you out of my life, boy. Get you, get you, get you. No, so what I was saying about it being marketed as the right genre, Malignant was sold to me as a spooky surreal horror movie about like demons or whatever. It had like half of one of those things. It had like half of one of those things. It wasn't surreal. I wouldn't call it a horror movie. And I guess it had demons, but also it explained away the demons, but then also didn't explain away everything about the demons, so it's like still demons? I don't know, man. I can't tell you. I mean, I can tell you, because I watched the movie. Cannot take the idea of the main monster being regularly called Gabriel, cannot take it seriously. Yeah, the main monster's name is Gabriel. They don't call him anything else. He's just a guy in a suit. He's just a guy in a black coat with a gold knife, and he stabs people like that. He goes, eh. I mean, he walks backwards. That's weird. I kind of wish they weren't so dedicated to him walking backwards and then, like, not walking backwards other times. Because, like, sometimes it looks really cool and freaky. And then other times it's like, I feel like this could have been way cooler if he were not trying to do everything backwards. I want to get this guy. Come on, gimme, gimme. Shit. I adore how wimpy the stab sound that Ghostface Knife makes is. It's just like... What are you doing, man? He's probably distracting me. He's probably trying to distract me. But I don't care. Do you think I care if I win or lose in Dead by Daylight? If you do, then you're on the wrong stream. But yeah, no, so... Yeah, no, it's really weird that they're just like, Gabriel's a demon, Gabriel's the devil. And it's like, you picked like the main archangel's name to make your demon in your horror movie. I don't know, Gabriel just sounds like either an angel or a totally normal guy's name. Like kind of like a good boy name, you know? Gabriel. No, so for anyone who doesn't know what the deal is, but they want to hear the sauce, the tea, Malignant is a movie about Madison, who is a lady. Wow. Me trying to explain this while I'm playing Dead by Daylight is gonna be amazing. No, so Madison is a lady. I'm trying to think how the movie starts. Yeah. Madison is pregnant, but she has had a few miscarriages before this. There's like stuff about the movie that I'm like, this skews me out. It just makes me feel bad. It's not like scary. It's not, it just makes me feel bad. Which I guess that's a thing that horror does. Maybe they were going for irony, but it just sounds goofy. Yeah, Gabriel does to me. Anyway, I just keep referring to him as Gabriel. Like, maybe I'm referring to him more as Gabriel than the movie does. But not really. Not really, no. Like, you see it in the trailer. She's like, he's coming. It's Gabriel. Okay, so, lady has baby. Lady has tried to have baby multiple times. Baby did not work out. Now I have to explain the context so that you know what I'm saying is bullshit later. Her, like, I think it's her husband, I don't know. Her live-in husband boyfriend is an abusive shithead. And he like slams her against the wall and her head starts bleeding. It's really fucked up. But from there, he's like immediately like all apologetic because he's a fucking abuser. And then like later on in the movie, multiple times you'll see like scenes where like just suddenly her head started bleeding. And you're like, oh no, why is her head bleeding? I guess she just had a really bad head wound. Her head was bleeding. Damn, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to catch you a third time. Let's just bop. Oopsie. If they say I'm tunneling, tunneling is a term, just means like focusing one person. No, so like, what was I saying? Okay, her head starts bleeding multiple times around the movie. So that night, after he like threw her against the wall, she just like locks the door to keep him outside. And he's like, oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Oh, I promise I'll be better. And then she just leaves the door locked, goes to sleep. He's sleeping on the couch. And while he's sleeping on the couch, he wakes up because the blender is on. The blender turned on. Oh shit. Okay. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna fall apart explaining this because I'm trying to play Dead by Daylight. Oh no, okay, no, so I'll explain. Okay, I can't believe I skipped over this. The actual start of the movie is not like showing you this average like living situation of this lady Madison. It starts in a research hospital and it's all like an action movie. It's completely an action movie. Gotta keep quiet for now so I can't hear you very well, but I can't wait to watch this back later. Yeah, thank you, look forward to it. So the whole movie starts in this research hospital, and this is showing like a flashback, whatever, right? And they're like, well, we've had a security breach, we had a containment breach, he got out, oh my god, whoa, 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 blah, blah, blah. And they go to this British researcher lady, because she's like a big deal. She was doing some like log or whatever, and then they're like, he got out, oh, it's a class, it's a Cat 9. They didn't say that, but no, but like, they're all making a stink about how he got out. There's sirens going off. The like security guy is like, well, we gotta get him, we gotta contain him. I mean, I'm right by the basement. I'm sorry, hun. I'm sorry, I just gotta put you in the basement. It's law. If I'm close enough to the basement, I have to put you down there. Starts a research hospital. Get lady. Sirens blaring. Security guy trying. Oh, we gotta contain the guy. They show a bunch of people in the security in the research facility dying, but just like ambiguously, like, oh, there's a bunch of dead people in the room. Oh, there's like a big comeuppance. There's a big commotion. There's a big commotion all around that room. The security guy is like loading a tranq dart into a gun. And then he tries to go in there. As soon as he opens the door, his arm gets like grabbed and ripped open. So he can't fire the gun anymore. He gets like dragged in there and killed or whatever. Then I let them escape because I felt bad putting her in the basement and they're the last two left. Oh, I forgot I can enter stealth mode. Oh, I should be doing that. Well, shit. Oh, hey, yo. What up? No, so like, that guy, security guy gets caught, and then the research lady, British lady, picks up the dart gun, and oh man, you were injured? Damn. Oh hey. I'll let them escape, but I don't know if they can yet. I like want to let them escape, but I don't have anything to do then. So I'm like, damn it. Anyway, so she took the shrink gun, shot into the room, and then she was like, oh no, it's worse than we thought. So there's that, right? They establish in all the like case files and stuff that they show in the opening credits before this scene, or right after it, I don't remember. They establish that Gabriel can control electronic devices. He can like control electricity and control electronic devices and speak through them. So that's the only time you hear his voice, really. You hear him through like cell phones and other electronic devices that make noise. So, okay. I'm getting distracted. Literally doing nothing. Yeah. I'm not even trying to kill them. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just like, hey. I was just dancing with you. We're just having fun. Okay, so that happened. The reason I need to establish that he could control electronic devices because the boyfriend woke up to the blender being on. So that's supposed to tip you off. Like, oh, something scary's happening. The blender's on. And then they did a fake out with the blender. They were like showing that the blender was on, and they got the boyfriend really close to it. I'm just calling him boyfriend. His name is Derek. Also, I don't know if he's actually her husband or whatever, so I don't... Derek gets really close to the blender and goes to turn it off, and then he turns it off, and then there's like a scene where they're zooming in on the blender and the blade spinning before it turns off, and I'm like, I totally thought they were gonna do the blender attacks him and eats his hand off or whatever stuff, and they didn't. They were just doing that to try to freak you out. They were like, well, the blender. Also, the blender was like out way too far on the counter, like someone had just used it, and I'm like, you're telling me like you guys just keep your blender that far out on your counter, really? No, so Gabriel turned on the blender. Okay. Turn on the blender. Oh, Derek turned off the blender. And then the fridge opened, and it was, whoa, the fridge is opened. And immediately, I was watching this with my mom, which, you know, you wouldn't expect, but, it's so funny. The fridge door opens, and my mom is immediately, she's like, he can open the fridge door? I thought he could control electricity. That fridge looks too old. Fridge doors don't open automatically. There's not automated fridge doors yet. And I was like, that's a good point. How'd he open the refrigerator door with his like freaking electrokinesis when that is not an electrical feature of the refrigerator? So he opened the fridge door. When he opened the fridge door, oh, Derek went to close the fridge door. He saw there's a shadowy figure. Oh no, there's a shadowy figure sitting on the couch in the living room where he was going back to go back to sleep on the couch. He goes in the room with the shadowy figure, and the light turns back on, and nobody's there. I'm just distracted by this right now. Hello. I'm so distracted. Anyway. You stay, we go. Okay. Anyway, no, so he goes in the living room where he saw the shadow. And then the TV flickers on and the TV says like I couldn't make out what he was making the TV channel say when they were switching. It sounded like can you help me fix this? And I don't know what it was. Anyway, so I really can't play Survivor while I'm trying to explain this because if I do, I will fully just lose it. Like I will lose the game. I'll lose everything. My respect. We were vibing. Absolutely vibing. We were vibing so much I got distracted from the explanation. Sees a shadowy figure, the TV talks to him. The TV talks to him like Hermit Purple from JoJo's. And that's when, after the TV talks to him, there's like, the shadowy figure is back. Thrilling Tremors, Ghostface. Oh, that's the Ghostface. That's a Ghostface perk too. Yeah, okay. So, the shadowy figure appears again and attacks him, like slams his head against the wall. And then, like, he's assumed dead because there's like a commotion or whatever. The energy of this stream is so good. So slams his head against the wall. He's assumed dead, and then she wakes up. Her head's bleeding, and she's like, "What the hell? Oh, what's going on?" She goes downstairs, I think, and then she sees her husband. Does she? I don't fucking remember. Oh, no, she has to, yeah. She sees her husband dead on the floor, all, like, ripped up. And then the, like, shadowy person crawls up behind him very slowly, and then, like, just, like, rushes her. And, like, she gets thrown against the door and chased down by the thing. It attacks her. And then she like wakes up the next day, like nothing happened. She wakes up the next day, not like nothing happened. I watched the movie early this morning. I'm just having trouble remembering. She wakes up in a hospital bed, and her sister is there. Her sister, who's now being introduced, very important character, just being introduced now. Her sister's coming to visit her in the hospital, and she's like, "What happened?" And she's just like, "Last night, a burglar or someone broke into your home and attacked Derek, and Derek's dead." And then she's like, "Where's my baby?" And they were like, "Your baby didn't make it. You were attacked." Don't forget that the person slams their hand on the door, and they're dead ass wearing a morph suit. Yes, the shadowy figure that's definitely not Gabriel slammed his hand on the door. He kabedoned Madison. And Um, so she's in the hospital. She's like, "Where's my baby?" And they were like, "Your baby didn't make it. You were attacked." Cause I also, so I mentioned that she was pregnant, right? She was pregnant. And I'm not saying right, like confirm for me that I did. I know I did in some form. She was pregnant, but we could not get over this watching the movie. Her fake pregnant belly was so bad. It was like barely noticeable and like the first scene with it. And then when she woke up before she was attacked, it was like completely lopsided. Like her pregnant belly had fallen to one side. The prop that was in her shirt fell to one side. It was all on the right side. Well, her left, the right side of the screen. And it looked so bad. It's really funny. It's like, wow, you left that in? But so she was like, "Where's my baby?" And suddenly she wasn't pregnant anymore because they were like, "Your baby didn't make it." And then she freaked out because she was like, I've lost everything. It took everything from me." And then her sister's like, "Oh, it's okay," like trying to calm her down. And then Did he go into one of these? Hey, Leon, what's going on? So her sister's trying to calm her down, and then you see her drive her to her old house the next day. Her sister drives her to her house. She's like, "Oh, they took my baby and my husband. I can't leave this house. I still want to have the house." Damn, he struggled out? He struggled out and ran right back down here. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, Leon. Hey, bud. I can go through those too. I can vault too. He was literally clipping into me. I couldn't see him. Yeah, you think you can play cute? You think you're cute, Leon? Anyway. There's a hook over there. I'll just take him over there. So anyway. Had to be around the corner. There we go. Yeah. Now. Her sister took her back to her old house because she was like, "I want to live in my old house." She's in her house. She's living around. Yeah. She's living around. She goes to sleep. And then she wakes up because she... Did she go to sleep? Whatever. The point is, she saw a blonde person run by in a panic down her stairs. And she's supposed to be home alone. And then like the... just ingenious... Marvel... Just like, you know... master's degree horror movie survivor she is. She went downstairs to investigate the person she saw in her home she's supposed to be alone in. Leon, you're back in the closet. Is there something you want to tell us? No. She goes to investigate the blonde person running by. It's this old lady who she sees in the reflection of her washing machine door. And she's like, "What are you doing in my house?" She goes, "What? You're in my house." And it was so funny. I legitimately thought that so much of the movie was hilarious. So if that's what you want to watch it for, please watch it. She goes, "You're in my house." And when she goes, "You're in my house," then she sees like this, she sees the shadowy figure again. Man, I feel like they're inside me. feel like the survivors are inside me. They've been running up way too close to me all the time. I keep like clipping into their heads and their hair. They are within me. If survivors were inside me all along. Got you, babe. Yeah, you're gonna walk slowly away, I'm gonna break the pallet. I can follow your blood trail. No, so then she sees the same thing that killed her husband and attacked her. Go after this lady. She kills this lady. She kills this lady. The monster. She's watching. She watches. And then as she's like sitting there and she's like, what's wrong? Like, oh, this is my house. She's scrambled, like she stumbled onto the floor. She's on the floor now. And then the room melts around her and she's in that lady's house. Like she's in a different house, but still in her house. And she's like, what's going on? She's in that lady's house watching her get murdered. It looks crazy. But like, so that happens. And then she's like, oh, she calls her sister the next day and she's like, I saw that woman get murdered. Because she's like having a panic attack, throwing up in her house while her sister's there and she's explaining it. Because there's a news story that's like, this woman was just murdered last night. And she's like freaking out about it because she's like, I saw that happen. These survivors think they're cute, ducking down into the second floor. They think that gives them an advantage, but it don't. Anyway, so she's all freaking out about it. Gotcha! Gotcha! And she's trying to explain to her sister, she's like, I saw her, she was murdered. And she's just like, how did you see her? Then she was like, I was there. I saw it happen. I was in her house. So that happens. Then, you see the police investigating the lady who died. And they're like, what's going on? And they're like, whoa. And then the like forensics lady is like, wow. Oh, it's amazing. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. I've only seen this kind of damage from an automobile accident. Nothing like this. Because they found this lady dead in the house. Wait, no. Sorry. That was when they were investigating her house. That was what they said about Derek's body. They said similar things about the lady's body afterward. But no, when they were investigating and they found the lady's body, they were like, oh, we found everything except for the, like, award this surgeon lady got for, Oh, wait, no. Oh, shit. Okay, wait. No, he killed a different lady before the lady that I was thinking of. Everything about the lady is still true, but it was a different lady. Did he? Wait, how many people did he kill? Whatever. Okay, so let's just get to the point. He kills one lady and calls on the phone. Calls up the other lady, the next lady he's gonna kill, on the phone. And he goes, you're next. Florence. Whatever. And then when he kills Florence, he kills her with her award she's got for like surgery stuff. And then they're like, oh, it appears that he killed her with the award. Oh, we can't find the other pieces of the award though. we can't find the big one, the big stick part. The stick part looks like a knife. Oh wait, that's you. Stick part looks like a knife, and then they're like, we can't find the knife part. There's also a part in between where he kills this other lady. There's this lady in these like in the underground city tunnels below Seattle, because this takes place in Seattle, and she's like doing a ghost tour underneath the city. I mean, I say it's a ghost tour. She was really just doing a regular tour, but because the lights like flickered because of Gabriel, I thought it was a ghost tour. I thought she did it on purpose. I also thought that lady who was doing the tour was also Madison. I thought I was showing her again because I had already forgotten what Madison looked like. It was not. It was a different lady. But anyway, he attacks that lady, gets her, brings her into like an attic somewhere, and just ties her up there, just keeps her there. And it's like, what? Huh? What's going on? Why is he keeping that lady in the attic? And then while he's keeping that lady in the attic, after he kills Florence, the doctor, you see him bring the part of the award they couldn't find that was missing up to that attic hideout he's got, and like sand the award that looked like a knife down into a real knife so it's sharp and he can kill with it. And that's his signature thing. He has that weird golden award knife. He ran away. Damn, what was that sound? So he has the weird golden award knife, right? What else is there that's specific to mention? Nancy, don't you realize I'm between you and the exit? Isn't that what should be important here? Not trying to use a pallet on me? Oh shit, no. No, Nancy, please come back. Nancy, please. Nancy, please. No, Nancy. No, Nancy got away. Okay, so he has that knife. The police were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. While they were investigating the first killing of Derek in her house, they said there's no signs of forced entry. And then one of the detectives was like, there was no sign of forced entry, and he had a history of abuse. Sounds like she killed her husband. And then the guy detective was like, no, she wouldn't do that. Meg almost didn't make it out. So, kill the doctor. Every time he kills, Madison can see it, and she's like taken there. It's all vivid and weird. And then they find, while they're investigating the doctor lady, while they're investigating her murder, she had a file out on her desk. She's one of the research doctors from that research hospital from the beginning. No surprise there. She had a file out on her desk that said Project May. So they find the file and they're like, whoa, what's up? What's this? The detectives find the file and they're like, ooh, what's this? So they get the file. Guy detective takes one of his other detectives aside and is like, hey, can you age up this picture of this little girl in this file for me so I can try to figure out who she is? They do that, and then the next day, because her sister is like, what, you can tell when the murders are gonna happen. We have to go to the police with this. You have to tell them about it. She does. They go into the police station. They start talking to the detectives. And Madison is like, I can see it. I can see the murders I can see the murders happening. Oh, she can't see them before they happen. That's not the thing. She's like, I can see when the murders are happening. You have to listen to me. And then the lady detective is incredibly skeptical. I don't know why that's relevant, but I just felt like mentioning it. And then they were like, oh, she can see when the murders are happening. Oh, prove it then. And then she was like, well, I just saw him kill like last night or whatever. And they were like, where was it? We haven't discovered that yet. We haven't found that one. And she was just like, it's at this place. Or it's gonna be at this place. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't remember. So she says the body's gonna be at this place. You're like, what? Okay, well, go home. Go home then. And then the detective guy is like, hey, did you age up that photo for me? And then the guy who was doing that was like, yeah, I did. I thought that's why you brought her in. And he was just like, brought her in? What do you mean? He's like, the girl from the photo. So the little girl from the file on the doctor who is now dead's desk looks exactly like this lady. Looks exactly like Madison. So she is a patient of the doctor who has to do with the demon. Yup. I'm just trying to get through this. I gotta get to the payoff, the good shit. So then like she's like, oh no, what's going on? And before Madison and her sister leave the police precinct, she goes into the bathroom. Madison goes to the bathroom and she's like, oh no, they don't believe me at all. I'm freaking out. And then the lights flicker and she gets a phone call. She gets a phone call and it's Gabriel. And Gabriel's like, oh, they don't believe you. I'm just a figment of your imagination. The world is a lie, Emily. And she's like, what? My name is Madison. And he's like, ha 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 ha. And he's just like, I'm gonna kill another person. And she's like, Gabriel, no. And then she's like, wait, why did I know the name of the voice? Why did I know? And then Gabriel is like, see, you always knew. And then she hangs up. Or he hangs up. I don't know. No. Then they go on and they go, you hang up. No. I need to be using stealth mode more often. Because I think stealth mode turns off my terror radius. Hey, you defo saw me. Yeah, what up? What up, babe? I'm gonna try to kill you. Like, we're not just chilling. She's just that confident. So Gabriel calls her and she's like, no, Gabriel, don't kill any more people. Why did he call me Emily? Why do I know his name is Gabriel? So then, she leaves because she's all freaked out. Like, why do I know more about this than I should? Oh, the police are gonna freak out. They leave. And then, once he finds out that the, girl in the picture is this lady, he's like, oh, well, oh, I found out, like, her real shit and everything, oh, well. He's like, I found out who she, oh, I gotta look up this doctor lady and the people she worked with or whatever. So he looks them up. 2 of them are already dead, the lady and the other lady from before that I mentioned. The lady who dies before the doctor lady. They work together. And then there's a guy too. Oh, there's like another guy. Then he goes to where the guy's gonna be at, where the guy lives. He goes there, the detective guy goes there. While he's going there, Madison is back at home seeing Gabriel murder the guy. So he's like, oh, he's stalking the guy, and he's like, he's gonna get in the bathtub, and she's seeing him in the bathtub, and she's like, oh, no, 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 don't do it, no, And then the detective guy shows up after the guy's dead already. He kills the guy in the bathtub. Detective guy comes in, sees the guy all dead in the bathtub. And then when the detective guy comes in, Madison is still standing in the room in her mind. Like, she can still see the whole room when the detective comes in. And she's like, no, no, detective, he's still here. He's still here. And then you see in the bathroom mirror that Gabriel is up in the corner of the ceiling, hiding up there like a bug. And then he jumps down and attacks the detective and tries to stab him. And then the detective, like a huge just action hero badass, fights off Gabriel with his golden knife, and he shoots him a couple times. And then Gabriel starts running away, and that leads to the chase scene I was talking about, where Gabriel runs out of the building backwards. The way you're narrating this is so funny. Gabriel runs backward out of the building, jumps out the window, backwards, down the fire escape, backwards, all like landing on it, like all weird contortionist-y, like his body just like flops and he's like swinging around. So, I'm having so much fun. This is really great. His body flops and he's swinging around. He gets down the fire escape, lands, starts running backward down the street. And then the detective guy's like going down the fire escape normally, and then he's like, oh, I have to get down to street level because the fire escape doesn't reach the street. So he decides he's gonna dive down and land on the dumpster just like Gabriel did. And it's just like, you fucking idiot. Like, he just drops onto the dumpster, looks like he just ate it. Like, he really looked like he was hurt. And then he just got up and chased after Gabriel with his gun again. So he's chasing him down the street. He's running backwards. He chases him like into an alleyway, and then Gabriel kicks out like a sewer grate and crawls into it. And then he's like, somehow, even though Gabriel cleared the sewers, like got into the sewers before the guy got around the corner, he still knew immediately that he broke into the sewer grate. So he follows him in there. Follows him into the sewers, and then there's this pretty cool shot from the side of like the whole sewerway, and you see like, oh wait, I'm saying sewers, it's the underground tunnel. Same shit, same difference. I mean, not same shit, because it's not shit, because it's not a sewer. He follows him into the underground city portion where his attic base is accessible through, obviously. Also, those like tunnels are where Gabriel's been going through to try and like get to all the people through the city unnoticed. He's been going underground. So he's doing that. He's chasing him through the underground city, and Gabriel, running backwards, is parkouring backwards through the underground like a, you know, like a Sonic the Hedgehog cutscene, but backwards. And I don't think they showed how the detective was able to follow him. Like, he was parkouring through all this shit. I guess he just calmly ran behind him. Anyway, he didn't quite catch up to him in time, so he didn't know where he was in the underground. And there were a bunch of really classy old carriages around. It was really pretty. And when we saw those old carriages, and it seemed like Gabriel was scheming something, I was like, why the hell would Gabriel make his secret base underground when he has control over electronic devices? Why would his secret base not be in a fucking Apple store or a like furniture outlet full of smart technology? Why underground where there's no power, electricity, no lights? Gabriel, by the way, Gabriel seems to have a thing about avoiding being in the light because his silhouette, his shadowy figure, only appears in the darkness before people turn on the lights, and then the lights come on and there's nobody there. But that never comes up. That's never a thing. Gabriel doesn't have a problem with light. It's just whatever. He just likes the dark, I guess. He likes it dark. So, underground carriages, detective chasing. One of the carriages gets pushed really hard at him, and he's like, "Whoa, what's going on?" He looks in the carriage. He's like, "Oh, where is he?" And then Gabriel was on top of one of the carriages, holding his knife, laying down like he was like a body in a coffin. That was pretty cool. I like that. He jumps off and tries to attack him again. And then he doesn't manage to shoot him. Gabriel instead, after trying to attack him again and failing, then he escapes, jumps up off of one of the carriages, and like crawls into a hole in the ceiling, like a parkour rat. And then Detective Kakoa Shaw is like, oh shit, because he just saw him parkour backwards up into a hole in the ceiling, like a parkour rat. I just keep putting them in here. I just like putting them in there, I guess. So Gabriel got away. Oh no. Oh, but did I mention that a couple times the lady tied up in Gabriel's lair has had a couple scenes cut to her and show her try to get... You're narrating this entire movie. Yeah. There's been a couple scenes of her trying to get out of her bindings, and she's like kind of succeeding. So that happens, there's a chase. The chase also has a scene where Gabriel crawls backwards into a brick wall he just kicked out. That I thought looked super cool and weird in the trailer, and was not super cool and weird in the movie because it was part of a chase scene and it was all action movie schlock. So yeah. I'm trying to think of what happens after that. Oh, they got away. I only killed 2 of them. They got away. So, I think what happens next is that the lady breaks free. She gets out of her ropes in Gabriel's lair, and what am I doing on my quest? She gets out, And then she's like scrambling around trying to like find a way out fast enough. And meanwhile, the detectives have come to Madison's house to ask her about the stuff. They're like, hey, what's going on? Oh no, like, are you all right? We found out that you're the lady. The killer showed up where you said he would be. What's going on? And then, wait a second. No challenge selected. I completed it? Hey! Unlocked chests. I need another killer challenge. Coulrophobia. I don't know who I don't know who has that skill. Sacrifice 5. Oh, but I don't like doing that. Yellow glyph. I'll take a yellow glyph. Alright, so they're trying to like talk to Madison about like, are you okay? What's going on? Why do you know about this stuff? And then the lady who broke out of the ropes is like scrambling around trying to get out of this like attic where Gabriel had taken her to. And then she falls through the floor. She falls through the floor because it's like weak or something. She falls through the floor out into Madison's living room onto the coffee table. Just collapses through the floor onto the coffee table. It breaks. Long title for this stream. I explained the entire plot of Malignant from memory after having watched it for the first time earlier today. Exactly. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna copy paste your message into the description for the stream. There you go. So lady falls onto Madison's coffee table, and the police detectives are there. And they see the lady fall, and then all four of them, the two detectives. Wait, Gabriel is a malignant tumor? Is that something? Is that why the title? I didn't know. I didn't notice that. So then they take Madison and her sister out of their house, and they won't allow them back in the house because this is a crime scene now, and that lady fell through your ceiling. Here where the movie is called Benign. Oh my god. Okay, so at some point, Madison and her sister went to visit her adopted mother because Madison told her sister that she was adopted. Can we? Oh, hold on. Sorry. I need to talk about that for a second. While Madison was explaining why she was so freaked out about seeing the murder happen, she told her sister that like she told her sister something like, oh, you're not, I needed, oh, she told her sister, I was so distraught about losing my baby and my husband because I would have had a blood relation to them. I've never had anyone that I had a blood relation to. And then her sister was like, what do you mean? I'm your sister. And then she was like, Sydney, I'm adopted. I was never your real sister. And then Sydney sat on her bed, not the one who witnessed a murder, not any of that, reacts as though Madison just told her she was adopted. Not told Sydney that Madison was adopted. She reacted like Madison told Sydney that Sydney was adopted. And it's just like, you were just trying to comfort her about losing her husband and baby, and you're like freaking out that you find out she's your adopted sister. What the hell, Sydney? Malignant is a word they use to refer to cancers. It's the opposite of a benign tumor. Wow, and here I thought malignant was a cool word like malicious that just meant like evil. I think I'm misusing Ghostface's skill. Can't believe their names were Madison and Sydney. Yeah, their names were Madison and Sydney. Gabriel, Madison, Sydney, Kakoa. One of these things is not like the others. The actor who played Kakoa Shaw, literally, I mean, to be frank, malignant does basically mean thing that means harm. Yeah, see, and that's why I thought it was a cool title. But they use it medically. They use it medically, you know, like exquisite, when they say something is exquisitely painful. Yes, I saw that from the Sawbones clip. Who didn't? So the actor who played Kakoa Shaw's name is George Young, or that's how he was listed in the credits, and I think that is hilarious that his character is Kakoa Shaw, Detective Kakoa Shaw, and his name is George. Anyway, so Lola, oh wow, I thought you were a person. I mean, it is a person. You are a person, but like, you're not like a real person, not one I can kill. You're already dead. So Sydney, they went to see her adopted mother. Malignant is the same as malevolent, and it means something with the intention to do evil. There are a lot of people with intention to do evil, you know what I'm saying? So they went to visit Madison's adopted mother, Sydney's real mother. Yes, Madison adopted her mother. Adoptive mother. And she was like, what was my real name? Was my name Emily? And she was like, yes. And then she was like, did I have a brother or anyone? Did I, like, who? And she was like, no. If the adoption people, the orphanage, would have said anything to us about you, it would be that you'd have a sibling. They'd want to keep siblings together in the adoption process if possible. So she said that. Where are you? Oh. There we go. Madison adopted her mother. So she was like, no, they would have told us if you had a sibling. And then she was like, then who the hell is Gabriel? And then her mom like freaked the fuck out. Her mom freaked the fuck out, and then she was like, oh, can you show me stuff? And then she put a tape in. Her mom put a tape in that was like, Madison's 9th birthday. Time to bring out the horribly cursed and evil home movies from when we adopted you. Yes, that was what happened when she mentioned Gabriel to her mom. Damn, they sabotaged the nearest hook. Now that's team play. So she brought out the Madison's 9th birthday videotape. And they started watching it, and Babby Madison was like, oh, I want to have she said, you nagged us to have a birthday party so much. You really wanted a birthday party. I don't know why that was important. She was just like, you really wanted to have a birthday party. And I'm like, you're not gonna, so you weren't planning on throwing your adopted daughter a birthday party for her birthday? Anyway, she's like, I invited your whole class. And then Madison interrupted her to say, but they all thought I was a freak. None of them came to my birthday party. She didn't say the last part. She just said they thought I was a freak. And then they showed the tape. And you saw on the tape that she was like, happy birthday, blow out the candles. And then Madison was like, shut up, don't say that. And like turned to the side. And she was like, who are you talking to? And she's no one, whatever. I don't have to tell you the whole scene. Basically, she was talking to Gabriel at her birthday. Why did she have to beg for a birthday party? Exactly. So she was talking to Gabriel at her birthday party, and her parents thought she was just making shit up. Her parents thought that she just still had an imaginary friend when she was 9, and they were like, cut that shit out. So she was talking to Gabriel. They showed a bunch of other home movies where, oh my god, wait, that actually knocks the survivor out of your hands? Damn, good going, y'all. Stabby, stabby. When Gabriel called her on the damn light up baby phone at Christmas, that cracked me up. Yep. I'll let you crawl out, go ahead. Hey bud, hey. Yeah, no. They were showing her the home movies, and it was Christmas, and she got a light up baby phone when she was 9. I don't know. I guess that was like a thing in the 90s, whatever. She got this toy phone. And she could talk to Gabriel on it because he could speak through electronic devices. Oh, I should try doing my my daily quests. I think I have one to play as a hillbilly. I don't want to do that though. The doctor, I can use that. Chase survivors with the wraith. The wraith, yeah. So I don't know what one of these is good. Like, listen, that kind of stuff works with a small child who's being creepy, not what's almost a tween. Yeah, they really were like, she's getting a call from Gabriel on her baby phone. And it's just like, wow, that would be really freaky, you know, if she were a little kid, but she's like 9 and she looks older, so. Anyway. They were like, some of the conversations you had with Gabriel chilled us to the bone. Cause like, they were showing her mom pregnant with Sydney. And then she was like talking to Gabriel on the phone in the living room on Christmas. She was like, what are you gonna do? No, don't do it. Gabriel wanted to kill the baby. I don't know why. So and then they showed that there was this whole thing. So like, you know, she was wigged out. She was freaked out as a kid. And they were like, we didn't know what was wrong. We thought that if we loved you enough that you would give up on Gabriel. We thought you made him up so that you would have someone to help you cope. So you could talk to somebody after you were so traumatized when you were a kid. Okay, so there's all that. And then the detectives, before they forced her out of her house because it was a crime scene, that was the scene right before that. That was what I was forgetting. They said, well, if you think there's stuff you remember about your past, then like we can bring in a hypnotist to help you relive past what is it? Repressed memories, repressed traumatic events and memories. So they did that. She was like, try to remember before you were adopted. And she was like, I can't, it's not there. And she was like, I just remember when I was adopted and I had a new nice house and then she was like, I had a nice house and a nice family, but Gabriel kept screwing things up for me. He would always do something and then I would get in trouble for it. My parents would say I was lying, saying Gabriel did it because they thought it was me. And they were like, you ruined your mother's cake. Because for some reason her mom made a cake. So this is baby Madison. I keep saying baby, she was 9. I told you that. Little Madison, they were like, you ruined your mother's cake because you like squished the frosting on it or whatever. And I was like, damn, you're that upset? Whatever. You ruined it. And she was like, no, it was Gabriel. And then she got a call from Gabriel that night when she was sent up to her room on her baby phone, her light up baby phone. And Gabriel was like, she was like, what? No, I don't want to do that. I want you to go away. And then he was like, you didn't hear what he was saying because it was baby Gabriel. He would have sounded different. They didn't want to hire a voice actor. So he was telling her something to do, and she was like, you mean like a good surprise? And then he was like, go cut a piece of the cake for some reason. Whoa. Wait, I just start cloaked? Damn, what the hell? This isn't buff? Did they buff Wraith? They didn't need to buff Wraith. They seriously did not need to buff Wraith. Like, Wraith has been fine. Anyway, so Gabriel wanted her to take a big-ass kitchen knife and cut a slice of the cake. And then, again, like the other times when she saw a murder, when she was little, she had the knife. She was gonna cut the cake. And she was like, whoa. And she was like, I don't know, I want to do it. And then the room melted around her and she was standing over her mom's bed. She was gonna stab her mom. And then she was like, ah, she freaked out because her mom woke up and that snapped her out of it. And she was like, ah, what's going on? Damn, they buffed Wraith. Anyway. Oh, I'm getting so lost. So she's reliving those memories, and that's before the lady falls through her ceiling. She's reliving this. She's like, she starts freaking out, and she found out that Gabriel wanted her to kill her mom. She's freaking out and screaming, and they're like, "What's wrong? Snap her out of it! Oh, snap Madison out of it!" And then the psychic lady says some shit like, "Oh, you'll return to us," and she touches her on the forehead, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then she snaps out of it, and she's like just panicking a little bit, but she's not like screaming and freaking out. Now, what is absurd to me is that when they lock her out of her house, because it's a crime scene now, her sister, Sydney, is like, no, I have to figure out what the deal is. I have to know what the problem is. Because they locked her out of the house, and they locked up Madison. Because they were like, Madison's a murderer. She killed everybody. Oh, they locked up Madison because when the lady fell through the ceiling, they found the room upstairs, and you find out the attic that Gabriel was operating out of was her attic. And it's like, oh no. So that was her attic. They found Gabriel's weird knife in his coat, all in her attic. And they were like, it was you, you did it. There were no signs of forced entry when you killed your husband. Oh, it was you. Where's the glyph? I need that glyph. So now Madison is locked up and she's freaking out because she's in the jail cell and she's just like, it's not me, I didn't do it. It's not, I shouldn't be here. She's in the jail cell with, I guess, a bunch of other ladies that were just arrested. That was kind of fun. I literally walked up to him backwards, like Gabriel. I walked up to him backwards and killed him. So they found Gabriel's shit in her attic. They're like, you're it. You're the serial killer. You killed a bunch of people. And they were like, how did that woman get in your attic? And she was like, Gabriel must have snuck her in. So they make us watch a hooker take a piss for no reason. Yes, that did happen while she was in the jail cell. It was gross. No reason at all. Yeah. So all that happens. Madison is in jail because they found Gabriel's stuff in her attic. Her sister's like, you gotta let me investigate what's going on. Her sister calls the orphanage that Madison came from, and the orphanage is like, yeah, we got that demon baby, you know, the one you call Madison. We got her from a research hospital. And she was like, so what's going on with the research hospital? And the lady on the phone was like, well, nobody works there anymore, but it wasn't condemned or destroyed. She's just like, so it's just sitting out there? It's just been sitting out there since the 90s? And the answer is yes. So she literally, Sydney, alone, some random blonde chick who's like an actress or whatever. She plays a princess. That's her job. She goes to this research hospital that's haunted as fuck by herself. You know, this research hospital with all the ties to the fucking serial killer? Yeah, that one. Alone. She just squeezes through the fence. That's all it took to get in there. Oops. Mommy Cheryl. Wow. So Sydney just squeezes through the fence in the research hospital, finds the tapes on her sister, and then she starts watching the tapes on her sister after she brings them back from the research hospital. It's just sitting out there, horribly convenient. Yeah, the research hospital is just sitting out there, it's just sitting there. You know, just sitting there with a big hole in the fence. You can just squeeze right in, Sydney. Go ahead. You have no training, no nothing. You just squeak right in there. And she does. She goes in. She gets the tapes, and she goes back to She goes back to her mom's house, the adoptive mom. She goes back to the adoptive mom's house to watch the tapes. So yeah, she just Hilarious that they informed us for no reason that she is a princess at kids' birthday parties by having her show up to the hospital in a princess dress instead of changing first. It wasn't the first time she was coming to see her sister. It's not like she had been surprised with this info. Yeah, no. They fully were like, oh, Sydney's an actress. She plays a princess at kids' birthday parties. She had to show up to visit her sister in the hospital in a princess dress. Like, what was the point of that other than making this movie seem more like a drama and not a horror movie? Anyway. So, she's watching the tapes on her sister, and they find out that Gabriel was her parasitic twin, and it's all gross and weird. So Gabriel was like a part of her, and was the demon from the beginning of the movie that was like, oh, freaky. Oh, she used to call Gabriel the devil. Oh. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember. All right, we're getting to the good part. We're getting to the really, really good part. My favorite part of the fucking movie. Oh wow, I unlocked level 8 and it's nothing. Thank you so much. I needed that information very desperately. I should just start getting progress on that one. Oh, a total of 180 seconds. That's so many times. That's so many seconds. I like the white. Kind of like how the white looks. Oh yeah, I'll take the dinosaur one. Hell yeah. So, she got the tapes, found out Gabriel was a weird parasitic twin, whatever. Found out that her original birth mother is still alive because her adoptive mother thought that her original birth mother had died in childbirth. That's all freaked out, wigged out, fucked up. She found out in the tapes that they tried to remove Gabriel. And that was like a whole big thing. That's why he has this vendetta against these doctors, because they tried to remove him. So Gabriel is a part of her. He's on the back of her head. He's a face on the back of her head. But they tried to remove him and it's fine. So it's fine, he's not here anymore. Wow, those people, they're together. Fusion. Whack. They find out Gabriel is a part of Madison. Madison is in the cell with the hookers. I'm sorry. Okay. They find that out. And it's believed that Madison killed everybody. And then we get to the best fucking sequence in the movie. Wherein, I mean, it's really gross for a second, but then it's the best. She's in the cell, right? And we find out that she did kill all those people because it was Gabriel on the back of her head. Oh, they explain in the tapes when they're telling her how Gabriel is her brother or whatever. When they're talking about that, they say that because they share a brain, it seems like Gabriel can make Madison believe that she is still living a normal life while he has possessed her body and is acting in place of her. It's something that we're calling a mind prison. So Gabriel can put Madison in a mind prison while he controls her body and murders people, right? The mind prison is what we were seeing earlier, where she thought that she was living a normal life, and then she would suddenly like wake up or like change into the room where he was killing someone. Um, so he could make her see things that weren't happening to make her think that she was just still living a normal life. Then we get the best shit. Madison is in the cell with all the evil, mean criminal ladies. And they're like getting up in her face and they're like, "Oh, what'd you get put in here for? Did you get lost on the way to the country club?" And it was like super weird. Like, I didn't even think, like, yeah, she was protesting so much, like, "I don't belong here, I didn't do anything wrong." But she didn't look like upper class. Like, she was already a mess. She was freaked out. Why the hell? It's all Fangmin. All Fangmin. The Fangmin hunt starts now. So, what is up, babe? I'll get you. So, the prisoner ladies start kicking her around, and they're like beating her up, right? And it's like, what? What the hell? Why is this? What's happening here? It feels like some real low-key kind of looked like a hobo. Yeah, seriously. Madison looked like shit, and they were acting like she looked like a bleach blonde fucking pageant mom. So they started like picking a fight with her, kicking her around, and it was like really weird because it felt like justification, where they were like, "Oh, the mean evil prisoner ladies were just beating her up for no reason." So they're like kicking her around and shit, and then she starts freaking out, like she's screaming, like not like I'm in pain, like something is happening to me. And then her sister Sydney is driving over to the the police station, and she's like, Detective Shaw, Gabriel is a part of her. Gabriel is inside her. He takes over her body and murders. And then the detective's like, "What? Huh?" Because she's being held in the precinct right now. So he's in the building with her. She's in the cell. She's in the cell, but getting kicked around. She starts screaming like something's happening to her. And then she like peels back her hair, and the back of her head opens up, and you see Gabriel's fucked up like flesh face without any skin on it, and he's like, "Blah, blah, blah." And then she stands up all screwy, and like her all her joints are like popping and shit, and it's amazing. It's amazing because she stands up backwards like Gabriel does, and she's wearing like she's wearing like wedge boots and bell-bottom jeans that are like super tight. So she's just got this like lady body, and then Gabriel's fucked up face on the back of her head, and it's supposed to be all scary, but it literally just looks like this actress like standing and walking weird, and she starts I'm getting completely lost in this map right now. She starts beating up all the prisoner ladies. She starts like just kicking the shit out of, ripping their arms off. Okay, she started breaking their arms, but it was like all fucked up in the Gabriel way, where like she completely shatters their arm. She didn't rip their arms off. Like, she might have, one of them, I don't remember. But the point is, there's this big brawl, like this big scene where she's just killing all of these prisoners. And she's doing it backwards the whole time, and she's like, she stands over a lady, like straddles her and punches her face in, but she's sitting on her backwards. It looks so hilarious. I couldn't, I was losing my shit. So that's happening. That's happening. She kills all of them. The guard comes by and he's like, what the hell? Oh, they're all dying. And then the guard tries to shoot Gabriel. And she grabs his arm through the bars and like just starts bashing his head against the bars. Manages to get out because she like got the key off of him. And then she just goes on a weird, like, she goes to the evidence locker with the lady who was all excited about the dead body. Goes in the evidence locker to go get her Gabriel shit. Because Gabriel has a certain style he likes to kill while he wears his cool coat. Okay. I just stopped for a second because I remembered they took her into interrogation, Madison, before they knew this. And they were like, you're the killer, it's not Gabriel. And then she was like, no, it's him. And they were like, you did it. Well, you did all this stuff. She was like, I didn't fucking do it. And then the lights blew out because Gabriel did it. I cannot find these Fang Mins. Maybe I need to be using my stupid... Yep, as soon as I cloak. As soon as I cloak, I find one. So... Then, when the lights blow out, Detective Dakota Shaw gets a call on his phone. And she's like, he wants to talk to you. And then he does like a scary narration monologue, whatever. And he's like, oh, what did ask Emily what she used to call me. And then she's like, the devil. And then he's like, ha ha ha. Okay, now we're back to the present. Back to the the police station murder spree. So Gabriel just starts killing a ton of cops. That's what's happening. And the whole time, this whole time, it looks, this scene where he's going through killing all these cops in his jacket that he got back from the evidence locker while terrifying the lady who was all excited about the body. But ultimately not finding and killing her. The whole scene of him going through killing all the cops looked like a scene from The Matrix. It was like an action movie. Like we were rooting for Gabriel. So weird. And I can only assume it looked exactly like a scene from Mortal Kombat, the movie that just also came out on HBO Max, made in association with the director of this movie. So, Gabriel's killing a bunch of people. It looks like a cheesy action movie. I love it. It's super goofy because he's backwards the whole time, killing everybody backwards. So all that happens. And he like attacks both the detectives, but it doesn't attack the detective guy as bad as the detective lady. But they're trying to escape. The detectives are trying to escape the room with Gabriel in it. And the detective lady picks up a big shotgun and shoots at Gabriel but misses. And then for cover, Gabriel is crouched crawling around on the floor, right? Gabriel ducks behind a desk after he's shot at with the shotgun. So, Gabriel crawls behind the desk to the opposite side of the room while they're trying to escape through a door, right? Crawls first forward on Madison's hands and knees, and then the next shot, Gabriel is crab walking backwards. So apparently Gabriel had the time to and felt like flipping over to look creepier in the next shot. I thought that was really odd and hilarious. Then it's like, we gotta make this look extra creepy. Let's have the next shot be crab walking. So, oh, by the way, now, unlike any other time, now Gabriel in the coat and everything, you can see Madison's face just kind of dormant on the other side of his head. So, he's doing all that. He crawls away from the detectives to the other side of the room, stands up, picks up a chair. He's doing all this backward, mind you. So when he picks up the chair, he's reaching behind Madison's body he's possessed. Picks up the chair, spins around in a full circle, and throws the chair into the air at an arc. And it nails both of the detectives. It nails both of them, knocks them onto the floor. It was beautiful, and there are cuts of it. People have clips of it. I highly recommend you look up Malignant police police station scene. Look up that, and look up the chair throw. And I hope you can find a clip that includes the crawling and the full spin before the chair throw, because the spin is a part of it. I literally struggled with HBO Max, which is garbage, by the way. HBO Max movie player is, like, its video player is the worst thing I've ever experienced. I cannot use it for 5 seconds without it breaking or restarting the movie or not being able to move forward or backward, fast forward through the movie. It would decide when it wanted to pause no matter what button you hit. And it updated today. HBO Max had an update today. I downloaded the update and all these problems were post-update. After the update was downloaded, I had all these problems. Look up chair throw, Malignant chair throw. You won't regret it. So, yeah. What are we doing? Anyway, so the chair throw, amazing, visionary, beautiful. That happens. They go, the sister Sydney meets up with the detectives, and they're like, we have to stop the Gabriel. We have to stop Gabriel. And then the detectives are like, they're gonna go after Madison's birth mother next. We find out Go ahead. I don't know what you guys want me to do. Like, I'm letting you escape. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Nope, don't follow me. Don't follow. Don't. I don't know how to tell them not to follow me. I will just cloak and run away. Don't follow me. Yeah, okay, good. Now, so they're like, oh, we found out the lady who was in the attic, the reason Gabriel kept her, and the reason I mistook her for Madison is because she is Madison's birth mother. So, hello. Hello, bodies. Did you just hear like a goopy sound? I heard like a goopy sound come from this guy. It sounded like he was made out of jello. Also, the Fengmans just came behind me. They just came by behind me. I feel like I'm watching my two twin daughters off on their way to college. So the lady who is now in the hospital because she fell through the ceiling of Madison's house onto the coffee table was Madison's birth mother, and Gabriel took her because she's his mother too. And they're like, we gotta go save her because Gabriel's gonna go get her. They go there. Sydney goes to the hospital room. She thinks she got there first. And then the lights flicker and then Gabriel appears. Detective, oh hey, you guys found me. How'd you find me? Keep going. There's another one. Hey look, do you want me to show you where it is? It's over here. Another generator over here. Oh, you already finished that. Oh, you finished this one. Oops, well, okay. Oh wait, you didn't finish this one. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So, they go to the hospital. Gabriel's at the hospital. Sydney's trying to check on their mom in the hospital. Mom is in the hospital. She goes. Gabriel attacks. Starts monologuing. The detective shows up. Detective Kakoa shows up behind Sydney. Shoots at Gabriel. Gabriel like throws him across the room, knocks the gun out of his hands. Sydney picks up the gun and tries to shoot Gabriel. Gabriel throws an entire hospital bed across the room onto Sydney, and knocks the gun out of her hand. And she's like, Madison, I know you're in there. Madison, I know you can hear me. Please, you have to fight him. You have to fight him, Madison. And Gabriel's like, I'm gonna kill you. You stupid, you're not my real family. Where are you guys going? Yeah, good, they found the next generator. So yeah, like... There's a gen here. There's a gen over here. I think they're already fixing that one, though. Yeah. So, she's like, Madison, I know you're in there. You have to fight him. And Madison is like, she like makes this face and like tenses her hand like she like realized something. She's like, And then as soon as that scene is over where she's tensing her hand and realizing something, Gabriel just like brains Sydney. She's dead. Sydney's dead against the wall. And then he goes over and he kills their birth mother. And then he's just standing there and he's like, wah. And then Madison is like, no, I won't live. I won't let you control my life anymore. And then the world starts to dissolve around Gabriel. And it's all, whoa, the world is dissolving. And then it's back to the scene where Gabriel has Sydney up against the wall, pinned under the hospital bed before he kills her. And then Madison doesn't kill her and starts fighting Gabriel. And then Gabriel's like, what the hell are you doing? What's going on? Ah! And then by this point, we were losing our shit because I shouted as soon as, like, before the world crumbled around Gabriel, I shouted, she put him in the mine prison. I was like, she put him in the mine prison, and then Clever was like, she put him in the mine prison? No. And then she appeared to him in like this black void, and they were both standing there, both in the coat, but obviously facing different directions. And they were in this black void, and she was like, I'm not gonna let you control my life anymore. I'm gonna put you away. And I've had it with you. And then he's like, no, you can't resist me. I'm the stronger one. It should have been my body. And then she walks away and then closes literal bars, literal police, like cell bars on Gabriel in this black void, putting him in a literal and like physically represented mind prison. It was the goofiest shit I have ever seen. I loved it. It was amazing. Oh. And that was basically the end of the movie. Oh wait, no. Right after that happened, and they thought everything was fine, and Madison had control of her body, and she put Gabriel in the mine prison. Then, they showed a flashlight. Not a flashlight. They showed a light bulb. And then they showed the light bulb, and the light bulb was there, and then there was a noise, like the light bulb was gonna come on, like a weird, like Gabriel is messing with the lights noise. And then the movie ended. It went to black right before the light bulb came on. Like, oh, Gabriel's still there. Oh. Couple dumb things. Here are a couple dumb things I am now going to mention. What are they? What were they? I have one. I know of the one. There were two. I'm trying to think of what the other one was. So, what were the dumb things? What were they? Okay. I think we're almost done with the stream. We'll do one match of Survivor while I try to remember the shit that I had seen earlier in the movie. Oh, that was one thing I was gonna say. What annoyed me was that they explained away Gabriel as a demon. Like, they explained away what Gabriel was. They were like, Gabriel is your weird parasitic twin. Yeah. So that's why he takes control of your body and kills. He murders, and he has your mind prison, so that's why you think nothing's happening. Oh, also, right after the chair throw in the police precinct, Gabriel goes and stands up on a desk dramatically. He stands up on a desk all dramatically, and it looks like it's in slow motion. It looks like the movie slows down. It looks so strange. I don't know why when they show Gabriel standing on the desk, it's all like slow and shit. It looks really bad. But anyway, they explained away Gabriel. Oh, Gabriel, he's like a whatever, right? He's your twin. Oh, that's why he's here. That's why he exists. They did not explain why he has demon powers. He's just a monster. He's just actually a demon, I guess. That was, oh, here's something else I was gonna mention. When Sydney was explaining to the detective on the phone about how Gabriel is a part of her, she said that, when Gabriel, okay, a little bit more context. One of the things, like the thing that Sydney said to convince Madison to fight back against Gabriel while she was, like, while he was about to kill her, was she said, "He's the reason you've been having miscarriages. He was using your babies for fuel to rebuild himself." No shit. That's I'm hardly paraphrasing. Those were almost her exact words. I remember specifically that she said he was using he was using the blank to rebuild himself. So she said that. So then she got all freaked out because she was like, "Oh, Gabriel ate my babies." And that was when she fought back, all that stuff at the end of the movie. No, what I'm upset about is that Sydney on the phone said that when Derek shoved Madison against the wall and the back of her head started bleeding, that woke Gabriel up. She said that woke Gabriel up when Madison's head got knocked against the wall. And I'm like, hold on. So, she didn't say fetuses, right? I don't believe she said fetuses, which leads me to believe that she said babies. You're still going on the explanation? Yes, a lot of shit happened in this movie. A lot of shit happened. And I'm taking a while to remember and regale all of it. So, Gabriel ate my baby. I went to go help with that CIS assignment for like 20 minutes. How long is this movie? Anyway, so I think I finished explaining the movie. I'm just now explaining the bullshit. The bullshit of how the head injury woke Gabriel up. And I'm like, hold on. Woke Gabriel up. Okay. Oh fucking K. As if he was dormant her whole childhood. You know, when he was talking to her and telling her to do stuff. So what, he couldn't possess her when she was a kid? What? Bruh, what? So yeah, you know how I said Madison's head kept bleeding throughout the movie? Every time it was like, oh, Gabriel shit happens. Every time her head starts bleeding, Gabriel shit is happening. That's because Gabriel was like peeking out of the back of her head and doing the shit. No, so I just think it's so goofy to explain away your demon bullshit. Oh, that's what I was saying. Gabriel is just your weird parasitic twin, right? Why the hell can he control electric devices? Why can he talk through electrical devices? Why does he have demon powers? And I was like, they literally could have just said, like, they could have implied that he talked through electrical devices because of the electroshock therapy they used to sedate him while Madison was in the research hospital. But they didn't. They literally just went, like, they just left you to believe that he's just actually a demon. What the hell? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So I'm trying to think what it was. No, I wanted to say, what the hell is with woke Gabriel up? He didn't wake Gabriel up. Clearly, he was in there. He didn't, okay, that was it. If he was feeding off of the babies to rebuild himself, then the head injury did not wake Gabriel up. Gabriel came back because he was eating the babies. There was no action that woke him up. and woke him up implies he was dormant. He was not. He was fucking with her whole life. This is some baloney. Some malignant baloney. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say about the movie. I think that's all the explanation I have in me. I'm so distracted. I'm doing a shit job playing Survivor, definitely. Oh no. This nurse is playing try hard. I mean, of course she is. She's the nurse. Oh god. I'm dead. She's gonna be here in 2 seconds flat. Hey, John Calamezzo. I don't remember what that lady's actual name is. Oh shit. Fuck. No! No! Yeah, she's trying to help. So that was my synopsis of Malignant. I feel like it was completely, like, Malignant was a action horror comedy cop drama. It should not have just been marketed as just a horror movie. It was fully an action movie, and it was alright for that. It was just kind of gross for that. Oh, it had so much surgery stuff in it. I was having trouble dealing with that. I'm really grossed out by, like, weird surgery nonsense. And this movie was full of it. Oh boy. Shit! Damn it! I'm 100% dead, which is fine, because I can't pay attention right now. I can't be bothered. I'm still too focused. Literally, when we watched Malignant earlier today, I was just like, I was in an absolute state. I was shocked. I was in a state of shock for like hours after we watched the movie. Because I was not expecting anything about the movie. It wasn't like, whoa, the plot twist is so good. Oh my god. I just was not expecting it to be that genre of movie. Can I change who I'm spectating? How do I do that? Oh. Up there. Roblox Queen. Let's spectate Roblox Queen. Oh, what are your guys' skills? Oh wow, they've all got like actual skills. I ain't got nothing. Why am I in their lobby? Why am I in their lobby with the tryhard nurse? Anyway. So Malignant. Watch it. If and only if you don't want to see a horror movie, you want to see something that will make you laugh like crazy at how absurd it is and gross you out a lot. Go take your friend to see it so you can laugh when they're grossed out and then laugh with them when something just flat out stupid happens. 'Cause it will. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Literally, it's something I mentioned, so it's a scene I covered. But when the lady falls through her ceiling, when the lady falls through Madison's ceiling onto the coffee table, that scene, she falls through the ceiling, and then it starts playing music you would not expect to be in this kind of movie. Transition music, and it's super loud. The music for this transition is the loudest thing in the scene. And then Madison screams. She just like screams and she's like, no! And it's like, it's dwarfed in comparison to the loudness of the unfitting music. It felt, that transition felt like the end of a drama, of an episode of like a soap opera or some K-drama. And I literally thought it was gonna stop and like go to the next episode. It felt exactly like that. Like that was the cliffhanger hook. And then it was just the next scene of the actual movie that I was watching. It's like, what? The soundtrack to Malignant, you would not believe. You would not believe it's the soundtrack to this horror movie called Malignant. Because it doesn't sound like a horror movie soundtrack. There are a couple songs that are like spooky, suspense, oh, scary noises, ooh, spooky, stings. But literally, so many songs that were not playing during something horrible happening were just like they seemed like something on, like, there was some, like, some dubstep. There was some dubstep out of a sci-fi movie. And I was like, what is that doing in here? Oh my god. My man is in the basement. Getting a better med kit. Is that a better med kit? That looks like a shitty med kit. Is it just a new med kit so he can have a new one to actually use? Oh no, she got caught. Whoa, that's so much ass. No, so if you would like to hear me try and struggle to relay the entirety of the movie Malignant, watch this whole stream. Damn, stop. I can't help it. My brain is pouring out of my ears after I watched Malignant earlier. I was so surprised. Oh. Did I mention that because her head was bleeding every time, Gabriel did some shit, and because Gabriel moved backwards, halfway through the movie, right during the Gabriel chase scene, our mom fucking called it. My mom, that I was watching the movie with, was like, is Gabriel on the back of her head? And then I was like, oh my god, that's it. And we had no confirmation. There was no reason for us to believe, except for the things I mentioned already. There was no forced entry in the first murder. Her head was bleeding every time Gabriel shit happened, and Gabriel walked backwards. And I was like, oh my god, that's why they're so committed to Gabriel walking backwards and it looking goofy. I mean, they didn't want it to look goofy, obviously. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was absolutely losing it. I thought it was so funny so many times in the movie. And there was one thing in the movie, one line, that was even reminiscent of a joke. And it was just when Detective Kakoa asked the other guy that he was asking to age up the photograph. He was like, name, but like, Bosco, are you still here? And then he goes, no. And it's like supposed to be like funny. That's the only thing reminiscent of a joke in the whole movie. But the whole movie is hilarious. And that was not. It's so wild. If anything I've said sounds appealing to you, by all means, go ahead and watch the movie. If you can, if HBO Max will let you. Because it was being a real piece of shit earlier today. So, I don't know, do you guys want to see the end state of this match? Doesn't look too good. Is he coming to help her? Dude, she's struggling. She's gonna die if you don't go quicker. You can't let Roblox Queen die. Oh my god. If HBO Max will let you. Indeed. I was trying to go back to watch the chair throw scene because I had to see it again, and it took forever. There was so much trial and error involved. I had to restart the app like twice. Damn, he fixing a generator. Fixing a generator for today. Raw Roblox Queen died. Oh no, Roblox Queen. Oh, okay. So yeah. I hope this has been fun. I hope this is funny. Because I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm still absolutely. I lost my mind. When she stands up. When she stands up after like doing the Gabriel transformation in the cell. It's so funny. It's so funny. The fucking designer wedge boots and the bell-bottom jeans. Okay, dude, are you gonna win or are you gonna die? I'm getting tired of waiting. I wish I could read his skills, but I don't. I can't. I know he has a skill that doesn't belong to him. I'm fully just like, if you have a day to waste being confounded, but also, like, I don't know, Malignant, having watched Malignant is like when you see a meme video on the internet that you think is really stupid and you don't know why people think it's funny and are memeing on it. and then you see it later, like you think of it later, you're reminded of it, and suddenly you think it's funny. You didn't think it was funny the first 2-3 times that you saw it or thought about it. No, that you saw it. And then when you think about it later, or you see it again the second or third or fourth time, it's just hilarious. It's suddenly the best thing you've ever seen. That's how I feel about Malignant. I think back on it, and I am so happy. It's so funny. But while I was watching it, I was laughing. But I was just like, really? This is what we're doing? This is what's happening right now? I cannot get over she put him in the mine prison. She put him in the mine prison. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so glad the stream hasn't ended yet. I forgot to say, when they were talking to her in the, on the tape showing Madison, or Emily, her name was Emily before she was Madison, because Madison was her adoptive family's name they gave her. They were talking to her on the tapes that her sister saw, and yeah, I kind of figured that that would be how this ended. Well, you get to see that that animation if you hadn't before. That's worse than I thought. I've had that happen to me personally, and I did not notice it was that bad. Anyway, they were talking to Madison in those tapes, asking her questions. And she said, the British lady interviewing her for this tape was like, you attacked Bobby or whatever, some security guy. And then she was like, and Gabriel. And then she was like, why did you attack him? Why are you becoming more aggressive? And she's just like, Gabriel told me to. She was like, you attacked a man twice your size and you're like 7 years old. How did you do that? And she was just like, Gabriel makes me strong. And then at the end of the fucking movie, when Gabriel throws the hospital bed onto Sydney, to save her, when Madison takes back control of her body, she's like Sydney's like, how are you gonna lift the bed off me? Because she's just like, I'll help you. And then she's like, how are you gonna lift this? And then Madison literally straight up just says, it was always my body. If he was strong enough to do this, so am I. And then she lifts the hospital bed like she has super strength. And I'm just like, what? So you get demon powers now? Huh? What? They couldn't have even said, like, they couldn't have even tried to bullshit that she had this, like, yeah, I should have done those, but I didn't. The stream, I'm ending the stream. It's over. But they couldn't have even tried to bullshit that Madison had the strength to lift the bed because she had the strength to fight Gabriel because she was pissed off that he ate her babies. They could have been like, oh, it's that like mother strength when they're trying to protect their children, but it's just activated because she was like defending the like honor of her dead babies, you know? She was all messed up about that. Why wasn't that what gave her super strength? No, it was my body the whole time. Oh my god. That's it. Good night. That's all. See you later.